on location here just outside of London in Maidenhead. Had a very late flight last night, so this is the jet-lagged version of myself. But I am here today to go see the Christopher Ward HQ. Really excited about that. It is British Watchmakers Day this weekend on Saturday. Today's Friday, and there's a whole bunch of little events surrounding the show. So we're going to be all about the watches this weekend. So looking forward to a bunch of cool little meetups. But I just wanted to do a standalone show on the Christopher Ward HQ, one of my favorite brands. So that is the plan for the day. Got about an hour to kill before I meet up with the folks over at Christopher Ward, but I thought I'd do a quick wrist check here wearing the Marathon Navigator, the steel quartz. Thought I'd bring a little slice of Canada with me for the trip. I actually just had a surprise call. I'm traveling, different flights, but traveling with Jason from the Toronto Timepiece show for the trip, and he wasn't sure if he was going to make it out to Maidenhead, but I got the call. His flight is in. He is on an Uber and headed our way. So going to be joining Jason for the visit. All right, we literally made it here. Jason just got here. 1 minute. 1 minute 2. Is this Andrew?
Yes, it is. Hi, lovely to meet you.
Very nice to meet you finally. Jason's signing in here. We made it.
British Watchmakers Day is Mike's baby, really. He's one of the founders of the It's not just as like Christopher Ward, but as Mike. So having a big day like that is really good for him. What I will show you is, so we've been running an ad van today in London, and we've done this like campaign as like Omega, and we're putting it in front of the Bond Street Omega. As like a Loop launch comes in, which is our like Loop magazine, we'll change these posters out to match because they were originally Belcanto Classic. Now it's June.
Now whatever kind of major campaign you're working on, I guess, right? So.
Brands,
This is the release for the British Watchmakers Day.
Yeah, Fears.
I think it's limited to 25 pieces.
Richard Bank does some really creative.
It's got like little tidbits of history from the brand, so like partnerships with Team Brit. There's a whole collection of the old Loop magazines on the wall behind. If there's anything like that can be inspirational to the brand. We've got design.
This is where the magic happens,
This is the man who designed the Belcanto.
Oh,
really?
Amazing.
Congratulations, that was quite the design.
There was an old forum called Time Zone.
Yep.
Back in the early days, and this was a guy, Dave Malone, I want to say he's from Tasmania, but I know it was Australia kind of area. He seen our ad for the C5 Malvern, which I'll circle you back to a bit later. And he bought it and wanted to expose us as the charlatans that we clearly were.
I remember this story.
So what is he bought it with his own money, his own time, and cracked the case back open when it arrived and went, that's a genuine ETA 2824. Is that the right? 2824.
2824, yeah.
Yeah, and was just like, he then turned around and said, yeah, I found the best mechanical watch in the world. So that lives on and that was like one of the first moments that.
I remember that. I think Mike Pearson was on a podcast somewhere, and he was talking about this story.
Yeah.
And I was like, it stuck with me too, because I was like, oh, this is amazing, right? So.
Mismatched people. They all do very important things, and we've got a few more tidbits on the wall. So the one on the right is our screenshot from the earliest version of the webpage we could find. And then on the far right was last year we had a boat party to celebrate 20 years of the brand. Repair. It will come in from downstairs and get processed through our internal system, and any orders that get raised for service work or repair work will be picked in this room using the little sliders here, and then watches will go into our clinic here, where you'll see now there are some of the guys working on some watches. I mean, it's purpose built. It's got all of the tools that they could need and anything like that. They're all in there squirreling away, working on various bits. Bits on the wall here is we've got the 3 logos that have been with the brand so far. And we've got, this is Mike's C5 Malvern that he's like given back to business. We've had immortalised, so this was the first Christopher Ward watch.
Wow. getting to see the inner workings, and now to the showroom, I think. Oh, that's awesome. GPHG. Pick it up.
Take hold of it. Well, that's actually very good. Just to make sure it's in, right?
Rookie move, you gotta do the 10-10. Jeez.
The 10-10. It's like you've never done this before.
I know.
Come on.
He's excited to be here, that's why.
Yeah.
Let me do some setting for you. You don't want any more mistakes.
How many pieces of Christopher Ward pieces?
I've got 3.
3?
I've got the desk diver.
Mm-hmm.
This one. So this one's nice. This one's special for me because I wrote the press release and did all the social copy and everything like that, and look after the whole strategy myself. So it was on my first. That was my first project.
Well, that was an amazing visit. Big thanks to Andrew for taking some time out of his day and showing us around. He showed us something we're not allowed to talk about or we're going to get in big trouble. But keep an eye out for the end of April because Christopher Ward has a banger coming, a banger of a watch coming that's very cool. Off to London though now.